If you would have told us 45 years ago, when we bought the little grocery store, that we would someday be operating the largest catering and banquet facility business in the Midwest Ohio,
I would have laughed and said, what in the world is a catering business?
How Romer's Catering started, it was a matter of diversifying. We had a little grocery store for 22 years.
I got to be the president of the ladies group at church. First thing that was coming up was cook for the whole meal at church, and I'm going, I had a lot of things to do.
She asked us, I can do the rest of the meal. She said, John, just need you to fry the chicken. I said, yeah, I guess I can fry the chicken. And it was shortly after that, and Karen says, there's a need for catering. Do you want to be a cook and cater? And I said, I don't know.
We started doing catering out of the back of the grocery store and redid our storage room to be a catering kitchen.
We built our first grill, barbecue grill, just for our backyard fun. At that time, it seemed pretty big because we could get like 30 halves of chicken on it. That 30 rack wasn't enough, so then we made a bigger grill, which held 60 halves. Soon that wasn't big enough, and made a grill that we could get 10 racks on, which would have been 300 halves of chicken. And we thought, well, if we ever get that full, we will definitely be barbecuing. We are up to the point where we can do 3,000 halves at one time.
There was a great need for another hall. Built the first facility over in St. Henry. It was a huge step. A lot of sleepless nights and a lot of hours.
Compared to what we started out with one 4-burner electric stove, and most of the time 2 of those didn't work. So it was a huge undertaking and a nervous event. It was a niche that needed to be filled. I don't know if we realized back then that spearheading the whole thing. I mean, we were an advanced party of catering.
When we actually got the hall built, to go from the room just being empty to getting tables and chairs, and you put on the tablecloths and skirting, and then the decorations come in, and then the people came in, gave you an overwhelming feeling of accomplishment whenever all those people were so happy and having a good time. We did all the service for them, and they were eternally grateful that we could handle all that and take all the stress off of them.
We always said, I do the cooking and she does the booking, and it seemed to work.
Go back to thinking about struggles. People sometimes think that we just put on the event, but there's so much more that goes to it. I think for about 15 years or more, we put in 80-hour weeks and thought nothing of it, because that's just what had to happen in order to make everything work. Whenever I look back at where we came from, it was some of the people that we had at the grocery store. Some of our employees at the grocery store actually are still with us to this day. And we went from having 3 employees back in 1974. Now it's 2019 and we have 90. So we have come a long, long way. Some employees have been with us for 30 years and other ones 15 years. And as Neil was saying, it definitely surrounds us. We become a Romer's Catering family. They care about what's happening in every single event that we have. And we could not have done it at all without our family and our employees that we have. We definitely think that Romer's Catering will be going on for a long, long time.